Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So that's got things underway. McAllister completing his first century of appearances here today, and that has not gone unnoticed.
Yeah, something that I mentioned to him in person before the match, Peter, although it took some time to register. Pretty much the same with me on my 100th game. I was more focused on winning than anything else.
Good ball, good take. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. This is a promising build-up. Back where it came from. Oh, good. Shevchenko! It's fallen kindly here. Goal! Manchester United! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be, should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Not the most accurate pass. Dani Olmo. He has a look up.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Fratesi. And Mbeumo. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Neymar. Dani Olmo. Well, they've got it again. Looking for the run. Oh, and Shevchenko! Goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that.
Manchester United couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Mbappe! Oh, sweet feet. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Just about within shooting range. Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
And he welcomes it in. And a shot! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
Fratesi. No, that's been intercepted. That's destined for the flank. Rodri. Looking for options for movement. There's a no-nonsense tackle. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Approaching the half-hour mark. That's a shade optimistic. McAllister. Mbeumo, who does have an assist to his name. Mancini. Cucurella. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gibbs-White, and he's running through. Goes for a shot! And it's in! Right back in the game! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Just 1 in it now.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Berbatov. Howson kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, can he get onto this? Gibbs-White. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable man. He's had a shot! And the ball's come loose here. Rodri clears without hesitation. Ferran Torres. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Howson gets it clear. Vardiol. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there. Madrid have a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Back towards the middle. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass. Oh, he's having a go! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's it, 45 minutes up. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Manchester United are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And we are back underway. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Olmo. And it's made its way to him. Oh, now he can shot a goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. And it's been taken short. And he's whipped it across. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. And this is Shevchenko. Madrid can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Guendouzi. Mbappe.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Burmo. And here's Mbappe. Berbatov. Fratesi. And that has been cut short. And here's Berbatov. Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe takes a shot! Oh, good finish! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
This is
Obama! And no, just off target. Costa Curta picks it up from the goal kick. That'll be a throw-in.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 10, Berbatov, será reemplazado por...
Gibbs
el
White.
dorsal 15.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. And he's being shifted off it. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is Drogba. McAllister. Burmo. Thinks about the shot. Real chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. That's going to go a long way. Dani Olmo. Now Mbappe. Foot in. McAllister. Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. Van Dijk deals with that comfortably. Dani Olmo can see things others simply cannot. Plays a sharp little ball here. Shoots! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 14, el dorsal 5, el dorsal 7 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 24, el dorsal 20, el dorsal 29.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Alexander-Arnold goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Guendouzi, can he get it through? It's Drogba! It's a goal! And the comeback is complete! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Manchester United really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's Drogba. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Nicely spread. Manchester United now in a position of desperate urgency.
Well, I like to...
Oh, what has happened here?
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
Madrid
17
have opted to make another
será
change here.
sustituido por
And the break in
el
play
dorsal
means they can now
25.
affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
And the through ball, and he was quick to react. Well, that pass isn't the best.
Madrid can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Peruzzi punts it upfield.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Yamal. Guendouzi. Fletcher makes the interception. He's got away.
Habrá 5 minutos de
Gerrard.
descuento.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. That is ended up in no man's land. No, he's not getting any further than that. Knocks it into space. And that is a little undercooked.
You can never be short of runners into space.
Terrific effort! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? McAllister. Pull it. And we're done. Again, that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against South Africa.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Javier Zanetti will be having a very busy game for sure, Peter. He'll be raiding the flanks all game long, if he's allowed to, of course. But if he starts beating people and getting balls into the box consistently, I can only see one winner here.
And he does it with such an unassuming demeanour. He makes the ordinary look beautiful, doesn't he?
He does, absolutely. His game is just laced with moments of sheer brilliance.
Now this could goes for a shot! In he goes again, and he's done it!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Vieira. Oh, good spread. To Thuram. And this is Shevchenko. Good ball, good... Obama! Now, who's going to be first to this? Not the most accurate pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a good run down the right. Tries to pass it through. And this is Raul. He's picked his way through. Raul was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's forced to go back. Vieira. Raul. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
South Africa clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Some really good ball movement. Oh, it's a great ball here. This looks promising. Shot, surely!
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Cleared away. Takes a shot! And again, he is at his elastic best.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And he's there to belt it away. And it's Rijkaard. South Africa are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get on it, have a go, Peter, try something different. They certainly have the players who are very eager to take that on.
And that pass just didn't quite work.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And the pass is intercepted. And this is Neymar. It's Neymar!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Nicely aimed pass. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Surely! Great chance! And that's a sharp finish. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
It's a pretty loose pass. Thuram, always a very imposing presence at the back. Goes looking wide. Manchester United are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Puskás. Vardiol. Can he get it through? Opts for safety. Saliba. Spread it left. Vieira. And here's Raul. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Knocks it out wide, and it's Hullet. Burmo. Now it's Puskás.
Decent attempt that, just a little mistimed.
There will be 1 minute.
McAllister. And Burmo. And that has put paid to that. Vieira. No, that's been intercepted. That's it, 45 minutes up. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Right now for information.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And here is the first touch of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Casemiro. McAllister. And Burmo. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Alexander-Arnold. That's a good run he's making there. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, important interception. Burmo. Time and again they are repelled. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Saliba. And it's Hullet.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Getting up there! Nearly, but not quite.
Raul is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Casemiro. That's been intercepted. That pass has been well intercepted.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example. There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Maldini. 60 minutes played. Nicely spread. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Hullet. Knocks it into space. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Puskas. Rijkaard. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, easy pickings there. Saliba. Alexander-Arnold chasing after it. Oh, perfectly measured that. McAllister. Costa Curta. McAllister. Howson. Darren Fletcher. Vardiol. And it's Gerrard. And it's Casemiro. Vieira did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Turns back here, probably the best option. Now, can they get him away? Mbomo. Neymar. Mbomo! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Well, the two coaches
16,
are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Number 14, Vadio. Number 7, Neymar. Number 10, Mbumo.
Thuram.
Number 6, Casemiro.
Spread out to the left. It's Vinicius Junior. Guardiola.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Number 11, Scholes. Number
Quick look,
18,
thought about cutting inside. Oh, good
Substitution in
fly!
progress.
Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
Well timed, excellent interception. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Alexander-Arnold. Thuram looking to provide the solidity his team so need.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Played out to the left flank. Well read, nice interception. The final 5 minutes. Vinicius Junior. Yep, it's a corner. South Africa have their second corner now. A header! It's hit the upright. Vieira! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. It's all becoming so easy. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
South Africa find a position of real strength now.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And here's Raul. Well read, and the danger is averted. It's Raul! No, he's missed it. And we're done. Manchester United cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, Peter, the lethal Ruud van Nistelrooy, one of the great strikers that defined a generation.
And English football in the early years of the 21st century was more or less his time and place.
Yeah, his hat-trick in early May certainly comes to mind. Give me any of those goals he scored that day, all great finishes.
And a week later, of course, his team had secured the title.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Knocks it into space. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Bebeto. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Shevchenko proves just a little bit too strong. It's a good look. Chance! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
No, he wasn't going to let him past. Rafinha. Hakimi. Now that looks a decent ball. And the finish! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it.
Oh, he's having a go! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. He shifted it to the flank. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's Neymar. Now it's Guardiola. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
So it is still 0-0. That's tidy. That's a throw. Just eases him off the ball. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And Burmo running with the ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's picked his way through.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Rafinha providing an outlet on that flank. He's found a way through. Aimed at the far side.
Well, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one.
Akanji cuts out the pass. And here's Rafinha. Can he get on the end of Van Nistelrooy? Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Oh, good spread. Rafinha. There's the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And there's green grass ahead of him. He
Chance for a shot!
engages and forces him off the ball. Manchester United do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard.
Shot at goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Bebeto. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Neymar. Well read, nice interception. That is ended up in no man's land. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Kokchu. That's a little off target. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Looking to play him in. Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Guardiola. And it's Conte. And he's managed to get free. That's going wide left. That's travelling a long way. Serginho. And Burmo.
It shapes to
Added
shoot!
time.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And Burmo. And that is the end of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So we reach the halfway point.
Manchester United really can be happy with the strong finish to the half and have no reason to be upset with their overall performance. I think they just need to keep going now, stick at it, and eventually they'll get a break.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Now it's Bebeto. That has been cut short. Fletcher clears without hesitation. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Kokchu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Serginho. Serginho. That's destined for the flank. Looking for options for movement.
This is the time you need that pace.
And a chance!
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Van Nistelrooy is offering a wry smile there.
Al Wedat have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. And it's Hakimi.
He's having a pop!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Real chance!
And for sure, that was not one of his best.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
But that has not gone well.
Al Wedat couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Nice interception, well timed. And that's a throw-in. Casemiro getting this one clear. Now it's Neymar. And the pass is intercepted. Bastoni promptly onto that, and that is that. Neymar. No breakthrough and well into the second period. Just the keeper in his way! Oh, good-looking ball. Van Nistelrooy might just make this. Burmo. That ball looks a good one. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Baresi. Now it's Bebeto. Bebeto. Vinicius Junior. Costa Curta gets a foot in here. Al Wedat have their third corner. It's a pretty loose pass. It's Roberto Carlos! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They've done it! Finally, they've broken through. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
It's an old saying, but it's still as true as ever. The first yard's in the head, and look at the way he was so quick off the mark there.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well-timed, excellent interception. Guardiola. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that's been cut out, well played. He's a sharp little ball here. And this is Bebeto.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Burmo. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 5, Serginho. Number 6, Casemiro.
Al Wedat surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Number 7, Neymar.
Takes a shot! Well taken goal. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
He's had a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Cleared without hesitation, and it's Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, outsmarting him this time. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, that pass isn't... Maradona! Oh, that could be pivotal! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. Piercing, piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've